Mr. Brian Bixby, welcome.
Can I get a drink, please? Here. My throat's all dry.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair and members of the board. My name is Brian Bixby. On behalf of all the working class in America, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to share with you my story from the trenches of an organizing campaign. In my job, I've met many famous people, but the four of you hold more power in my life than any of these famous people I've ever met. I'm a casino dealer, table dealer at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've been at Caesar's Palace for nearly 25 years. During our organizing campaign, I was a lead in-house organizer. I was a shop steward. I'm a current member of the contract negotiating team for the dealers at Caesar's Palace. I was also elected as the inaugural president of TWU Local 721 with nearly 1,200 members. Leading up to the filing for our election at Caesar's Palace, we placed flyers and business cards in our break areas in August of 2007. Our supervisors had access to the material as soon as we put it out because we shared the similar break rooms. On the business cards, it directed our fellow workers to go to a website that was specific to our campaign to organize with the TWU before we filed for an election. The in-house organizers were identified by the union to the company in October of 2007. The employer acknowledged their awareness of our organizing efforts prior to our petition for an election when they issued no TWU buttons for the supervisors to wear. Ironically, those same buttons are the same buttons that we use for longevity, 20 years, 15 years. They replaced the years with no TWU. We filed our election in the first week of November with the NLRB. After we filed our election, although there are we have nearly 5,000 employees at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, with almost 75% of them already being organized, the employer still held captive audience meetings, which began 2 weeks after we filed for our representation election, although certain in-house organizers weren't allowed to attend these meetings. The dealers had to actually pay to attend these meetings out of their pocket in ways I can explain later. These meetings were held 3 times a day, twice a week, from the time that we filed to the time that we had our election on December 22nd, 2007. Letters were sent to the employees' homes criticizing the TWU, along with inaccurate statements and promises made by the company. The employer stated certain issues would never be an issue, but those issues are exactly the elephant in the room in our contract negotiations today. Over 3 years in contract negotiations, with one impasse declared by the employer, only to be recanted several months by the employer, with the claim that a new status quo had been set because of the impasse. With that impasse, I lost my 401k. I lost 13 days of vacation per year. The company characterized the TWU as a communist organization during their anti-union campaign. Our immediate supervisors asked dealers in one-on-one conversations while they were at their workstations how they were going to vote in the upcoming elections. Our supervisors continually attempted to get the in-house organizers in heated arguments in the break areas in front of our other employees and our other members. Many employees from foreign countries who were at that time legal or now legal citizens of the United States were pulled into a manager's office and told and threatened that if they voted for a union, that they would either lose their green card or be deported from the United States. And management used translators for all the different countries that these people originated from. The employer before our election, the employer provided financial benefits that were never before provided to us immediately before our election, just days before the election. The employer threatened the union with charges of copyright infringement whenever we used their name in flyers, websites. Originally, our election was scheduled for mid-December, but was moved to December 22nd, 3 days before Christmas. Even though the union had agreed to every issue that the company brought up to avoid a delay a hearing might cause. We're quickly approaching 4 years since the NLRB certified the union, yet we're still without a contract and have no future contract negotiations scheduled to date. I hear about the emails as I've been sitting here for 2 days. The employer has equal opportunity. May I have 30 seconds? The employer has equal opportunity to, I've been at Caesar's Palace for 25 years. They can inform me, they've had 25 years to inform me about a union. They don't need the filing of a petition. The small employers, the scattered employers, put up a website. That's how we organized. We put our authorization cards on the website. Although you couldn't file them electronically, what our members would do would read the authorization card, print it, fill it out, mail it in, just like we handed them an authorization card. Where I work, there's 10,000 cameras. From the time I go into the property to the time I leave, I'm on camera. So people didn't want to be seen handing an authorization card or accepting an authorization card. Our organizing campaign was done on the internet. The employer was very aware of it. We had 3,500 hits per week out of 550 employees. So the employer was hitting it, our employees were hitting it, and I just want to thank you for the opportunity, and that's my story.
Thank you for being here with us today. I hope you brought us good luck.
So, come
Anybody
see
have
me.
any questions? Anybody have any questions? Thank you very much. I think now's probably a good opportunity for everyone to stretch their legs. Why don't we be back by 2:30, and we'll start off with Jay Crouppen.